What's up, guys? Jusalphaa here because we're fucking alpha, man. And in this video, we're going to be talking about insecurities a little bit. We're not going to be talking about female insecurities and stuff like that because I've already talked about that on my channel. But we're going to talk about men because I went on this little rabbit hole of guys talking like all sad and depressed because their girlfriend cheated on them or something like that. First of all, if your girlfriend's cheating on you or you found out that she's cheating on you, it's probably not the first time. Like, let's be real. There's not just one time. The bitch just got caught. Like, that's really what it is. This girl just got caught. Like, she is already one of those girls that do that. Did you vet this girl? Did you see if she's ever cheated on her man before? Because a girl will tell you everything whenever you get them comfortable enough. For real. They'll tell you anything without even thinking about it. The only time when they stop telling you is whenever you start to judge them, whenever you start to condemn them. Never condemn a woman. Never tell her when she's doing wrong. Just know, if she does, you have the strength to walk away. And it's not no fucking game. Like, you're not walking away so that you can make her come back. You're walking away so that you can pursue your life and then find somebody else that's going to fit inside of your program. Most guys are insecure because they don't have a program in place. A program is just a way of thinking, a way of thinking of how to live life and what is going to be the best outcome for this life. Women are attracted to that because if you have that, you have the confidence. The guys that girls think are pieces of shit and that are assholes are guys that's on their grind, that are sitting here and then they're focused on themselves. Women say that they want a guy to care about them, but the guys that's caring about them, there's really insecure, bro, there's real insecure motherfuckers out here, bro. Like, there's really insecure guys out here that's insecure to the point where they think their woman's cheating, so they beat them. There's insecure fucking men to the point where they're sitting there arguing with their girlfriend or going through their girl's phone or some shit all the fucking time. They're doing this shit because of the fact that they don't believe that somebody can actually want them. That is an insecurity. Insecurity. That means you are not secure when it comes down to a certain subject that pertains to your life. If we're talking about your finances, if you're insecure about your finances, you're scared if you're going to be able to pay your bills. If you're insecure about your looks, you're going to be insecure about going up to that girl. You have a feeling of insecurity going up to that girl. You think that you're going to get rejected before you even do it. You don't even fucking know. Most of these girls don't even get approached like that. They don't even get approached like that. Most guys do not approach women. Bro, when you talk to girls in person, bro, they are so fucking nervous. They are so nervous. Even if you were some lame-ass, nerdy-ass nigga, bro. She's either going to be an asshole to you or she's going to be super nervous. But most girls, they're typically nervous in my case. Before I had my glow, they were always nervous, but I never had the game to actually, like, understand that it wasn't me that they were nervous about. They're nervous within themselves. Right? The reason that these women are insecure, though, and the only reason I'm talking about it in this video is because it brings it out. I'm going to finish out with a point that leads up to the guys. But these women are insecure because of the fact that they're really going off of their looks. They get their confidence from their looks. That's why these girls get lip injections. That's why these girls get boob jobs. That's why these girls get BBLs. That's why these girls are really focused on their looks, right? Guys, it's not really like that. You can't just get plastic surgery and then expect your whole entire life to change. Yeah, you may get some endorsements, but it's not going to change your fucking life. You can look amazing, but you still have to put in some work. A guy can really just walk up to a woman and just be like, hey, you're hot. Do you want to be a porn star? Hey, you're hot. Do you want to be a model? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Building up a catalog. There's girls that's literally fucking just living around, just living off of fucking rappers, just trying to be in music videos for rappers. Not even getting paid fucking $500 for a shoot. They don't even have more than one shoot a month. They're like begging just to have shoots just so that they can have some reason to just go out of town. These girls get flown out just for opportunities and things like that. They want a guy to build them. They do. So if a guy doesn't have his program intact, how can you expect your girl to not want to cheat on you if you don't have that program in place whenever she's looking for somebody to help her build? Even if she's building her own shit, she's going to want somebody to help with that. And they're still emotional creatures, so you're still going to be coming out of your pockets, bro. Like, you're not going to be you're not going to be a stay-at-home dad with a millionaire wife. That doesn't even make sense. If there's somebody that's out there that's like that, please let me know. Please let me know how that's working out for that guy. Because that doesn't even sound real. It doesn't even sound real. It's usually the opposite way around, because the woman's going to be following the man, because he's the one that has the program in place. Even if she has a program in place for herself, she's still going to want a man. And then she's going to want a man that's secure within himself. So she's gonna end up going for somebody that has more money. And it has nothing to do with the money itself. It's just the fact that she doesn't want to dumb down her lifestyle in order to be with somebody, because she doesn't want to be carrying you, because you have to be the one that has the program. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the program in place. You can't be insecure about yourself, man, because that leads to so many other things in your life that you don't need to have. You need to just focus on being the best version of yourself every day. Now, with men, it's a hierarchy. It's a hierarchy, the way that we work, which is understandable on why men can be insecure, because your boss, let's just say, if we're talking about the hierarchy, let's say that he's been at your job for about 10 years. All right? He's making about $50,000 a year. You know, I'm not going to go crazy with the numbers. You just get into the job and you're just like, oh yeah, you know, I definitely want to be a GM, or I want to be the manager of this shit. I want to have your job. You can't tell him that. You can't tell him that. The number one rule in the art of war. No, the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I'll link the audiobook down below. But just a summary, because I know how y'all motherfuckers are. Y'all ain't going to listen to the whole audiobook. But the first law says don't outshine the master. There's a hierarchy. You have to be fluid like water. Like, you can have in your mind that you have these big goals, but don't be telling people about that shit. Don't tell your boss that you're trying to take his fucking job, because then he's going to find a way to get rid of you. Even if you're the best employee there and you know that you're the best. Just take a step back, humble yourself, and don't think too much about what needs to be done, what needs to be said. Don't try to kiss ass, because at the end of the day, your boss is still a person. Nobody is better than you as a person, but in terms of that hierarchy, he is above you. So there's things that you can learn from him to be able to get to his position, or even beyond that. You know what I mean? And let's say that the hierarchy is not just with your job. It can be a hierarchy in terms of, if a guy has a fucking model girlfriend, model wife, and then you're sitting here with a fucking fat bitch. You're sitting here with a motherfucking fat bitch, but then you say that his girlfriend doesn't look that good. Like, motherfuckers say that Ice Spice doesn't look good. But y'all have ugly ass girlfriends. Most girls don't look that great in person. Even these model chicks that you guys see on Instagram, you meet up with these girls in person and they'll just be regular ass chicks. The girls that I see, bro, there was this one girl that fucking showed me, she showed me a picture of her on fucking Instagram. And it's funny because I looked at her and I was like, you do not look anything like this. She had over 10,000 likes. She had over 10,000 likes, but she didn't even look like that in fucking person. It's fucking crazy. It's mind-blowing to me. It was really eye-opening because it's like, dude, guys are really simping. They're paying for OnlyFans. Whew. Can't even get into that shit. That's another thing, bro. Like, you guys are sitting here like you would rather come out your pockets because you think that that's what girls are looking for, but they look at you guys as tricks. That's why these girls be fucking broke niggas, bro, because these niggas, bro, they don't care. I used to be a nigga that was broke. I used to be one of those dudes that just fuck somebody's girlfriend because I don't fucking have a girlfriend of my own. I'm just fucking. I don't give a fuck. I'm just literally just living my life. I'm making money and I'm having sex. That's literally all I was focused on. But it was kind of more the other side than, you know, the money aspect. But yeah, dude, you can't be focused on your insecurities. You just got to be focused on what you can do, what you can control. You can't focus on the hierarchy, but you have to understand that it's there. That's the reason why you're insecure, is because, first of all, you have your parents growing up. They basically are giving you guidelines of how to live your life, right? Now I'm breaking down the insecurities for you so that you can be able to understand your insecurities a little bit more, and then be able to implement ways so that you can be able to build your confidence. But when it comes down to the insecurities, it's literally like this. You have your parents that's giving you guidelines on how to basically grow up, you know. And since 50% of marriages end in divorce, and then 80% of those are created by women, it only makes sense that most guys are probably out there working in the field while the mother is taking care of their kids. Like, I love married couples and stuff like that, but just going statistically and just being realistic, if you didn't have your dad in the house, you probably got a lot of feminine traits from your mother. If you got feminine traits from your mother, you're going to want to find yourself around women a lot. If you find yourself around women a lot, you're going to start, while you're young, if you're not around too many guys, you're going to start picking up those traits from those women, and you're not going to be as masculine. You're going to take more of a passive role in life while you're younger. All right, so get out of high school, and then let's just say you didn't go to college, you're starting to work, right? There's kind of a hierarchy inside of college too, because in high school, because it's like there's always the most popular people. Even though this sounds cliche, this is literally how it is. The most popular people, which is probably going to be the sports people and stuff like that, people that's in charge of the clubs, people that have good grades, people that have parents that have money and stuff like that. So then they have nicer clothes and stuff like that. Those, like, there's a hierarchy versus some of the people that barely have enough for 2 outfits and they get picked on and stuff like that. Like, there's literally a hierarchy. Then you get into college, there's frats, there's football, like there's sports, there's states, there's a hierarchy. Even though that doesn't matter to you, it's still there. And that's a thought that crosses all of our minds. Even if you're just like, I don't give a fuck, there's some aspect of you that notices it, even if you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And whenever you get into the workforce, you have your boss who's paying for everything. And even if bosses have insecurities too, bro, like nobody's perfect. I'm just saying that you have to work on these insecurities in order to live the life that you envisioned whenever you were a kid, because we all had those visions of what we wanted. We all had the visions of what we wanted. When it comes down to the hierarchy inside of a job, the number one rule inside of the book, 48 Laws of Power, is saying don't outshine the master. The reason that you don't outshine the master is because, like I just said, they have insecurities too. If they feel like you're going to be able to take their job, or you're not going to listen to them, or you're going to convert other people to not believe in what they have going on because they're insecure about you, then you'll be fired from the job. That happened to me multiple times, is where I was just being a good employee, doing what was best for the team, and then I'll get fired because I'm way too personable. it just wasn't the right job for me, obviously, because I had a boss that was that insecure. But that went back to my own insecurities, because why did I have that job in the first place? You know, whenever I was 17, 18, like I didn't really understand aspects of like the hierarchy. Because I always knew that everybody was even, but I just didn't understand that the people that have been in that position, even if they can't teach me in some aspects, they can still be able to teach me a lot about the job if they've been there for like 10 years, you know, especially like if they're part of your trade. Now, if they're not part of your trade, or they're in another field, like you do football, you're an NFL player, and they're like an NBA player or something like that, there's still a hierarchy that can still be built. Like you can still learn something from somebody else, you know. Even if somebody's below you, it can give you an understanding of where that person's at. Bro, there's basically a hierarchy. It's not like a judgment. It's not, I don't want you to think that it's like you're better than somebody else. We're all even. But there has to be an understanding that this person has knowledge on a certain subject that I don't know. Like Floyd Mayweather, before he started making stupid money, he said in an interview whenever he was talking to Gilly the Kid, he was on $1 million worth of game, and he was talking about how whenever he was talking to billionaires, he would ask them, how do you get this jet? How do you get this? How do you get that? How do you get whatever, blah, blah, blah. He said that he wanted to know how to get these things, and then he ended up getting them. How are you going to know how to get something if you don't know how to get it? If you know how to get something, you would have it. There has to be somebody that knows something that you don't. We just got to work on that. We'll talk more about confidence in another video. I'm about to head out. I just want to do a quick pit stop with y'all. 17 minutes in, quick pit stop. Just to talk to y'all. It's been a minute. But we're going to be posting a lot more. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And if you think this video can help somebody in your life, then definitely share it with them, just so that they can get an understanding as well, because I just want to be able to spread the word out to people. A lot of guys that I talk to are sitting here delusional, thinking that they're the shit, but then they're complaining about their lives, getting mad at traffic, getting mad at fucking their girlfriend cheating on them, getting mad at these things that don't even matter. Because you still have you at the end of the day. You came into this world by yourself, and you're going to be leaving this bitch by yourself. I'm going to leave it at that. Alpha out.